Hello, this presentation is about the Deep Northern Ireland meeting that took place at the Ramada Encore Hotel in Belfast on Thursday the 6th of March 2014. This is Rachel Litherland from Innovations in Dementia, and she welcomed everyone to the meeting. She described DEEP. She said that DEEP stands for the Dementia Engagement and Empowerment Project, which connects up groups of people with dementia across the UK. Groups that are part of this network work in their local areas to change perceptions about dementia. By combining the voices of people with dementia across the UK, people can have more influence. And groups are all kinds of shapes and sizes, but what they have in common is that they all want to improve the world for people with dementia. So why are we meeting here? Well, to discuss with people with dementia the changes they want to see in the world, to find out if people want to work together in some kind of involvement or influencing group, and to think about what this kind of group might look like and do. And a lot of different people came together to talk about a new group. So there are 8 people with dementia from Northern Ireland: Tom, Pat, Mary, Ray, Teresa, John, Jim and Paul. And their supporters were there: Dawn, Carol, Anne and Nora. Eddie and Bill were there from the Pensioners Parliament. Ross and Deborah were there from the Scottish Dementia Working Group. Eleanor, who is co-chair of the Dementia Strategy Board. Angela from Atlantic Philanthropies, who are a possible funder. And Bernadine, director of Alzheimer's Society, Northern Ireland. Here are some things that you said were important. You said, we need to have our voices heard. This needs to be an equal group. We should be aware of each other's abilities. We want to do things. We need motivation. We're not lone bodies. We need to support each other. And we need to learn from other groups, share ideas and come together. The Scottish Dementia Working Group had members at the meeting. They told us a bit about their work. So Ross told us about the workings of the group, and he explained that it was a group that had a large network of over 130 people, and that of those, 10 members were really active. And they got a lot of influence across Scotland, so they talk to schools, universities and Parliament. And the group is supported by part-time coordinators. Here are their priorities. They want to improve post-diagnostic support. They want a well-trained workforce. They want people to be able to get an early diagnosis. They have a charter of rights for people with dementia. They want consultations with government, and they're using iPads to connect people. Now, here's some work you've already been doing in Northern Ireland. People have been involved in focus groups. They've raised awareness in schools. They've been involved in consultations about the dementia strategy. Speaking to professionals in health and social care. There's been a photography project. They've been influencing care in a hospital ward, and they've been involved in training. So what would a Northern Ireland group work on? Well, you said that you want to feed the views of people with dementia into the Pensioners Parliament. You want to raise the profile of issues, for example, like younger people with dementia. You want to challenge stigma and be seen as citizens with something to contribute. You want to influence GPs. You want to draw up a charter of rights and expectations and encourage people to get a diagnosis. What should a Northern Ireland group look like? Well, you said it should be a people with dementia only group, but with any support that's needed. It should be independent. It should include people with dementia from each county. It should map where people with dementia are. And it should have a good structure. So, for example, it should have a chairperson, and it should be democratic. We asked you what kind of support can other organisations offer. Well, Atlantic Philanthropies said they'd welcome a funding application for a new group. Rachel and DEEP can provide ideas and practical support to help the group. The Scottish Dementia Working Group can provide support, mentoring and ideas, and Alzheimer's Society offered to hold any money that is awarded to this new group. And they also offered support to get the group off the ground. And here are some final thoughts about a Northern Ireland group of people with dementia. This is what you said you need. A host organisation that can hold the funding. An identity, a way of feeding in the views of other people with dementia in Northern Ireland. Meetings in different locations. A paid person to help coordinate the work of the group. A constitution. Finally, we will be holding another meeting in April 2014, and this meeting will be to write a funding application for the new group. And this time, we will make sure there is cake.